All right.
Just been gaslighting by my dog.
10 seconds. Silence. Or I kill you. This is Creating Grin. Join us as we play Dungeons & Dragons, the 5th edition, around ye old table, throwing dice, telling stories, and creating legacies. My name is Eric, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this chapter of our tale. With me as always, the Crit Crew. On my left we have...
I'm Bryan. I play Delayeth Berevan, the Drow Paladin. You know, and Delayeth is concerned about what is going on in his city.
And I'm Jason, playing Nox, a changeling rogue. And as we established at the end of the last episode, I am definitely the drowning child in said meme.
I'm Maria. I'm playing Rilda Farseeker, a Drow ranger, who is pretty spry for 95.
I'm Katie, playing Ilias Idlewind, an Air Genasi druid, who's just really tired of all these betrayers.
I'm Ashley. I'm playing Runa, a Tabaxi fighter. And all I can say is I'm going to have some great campfire saga stories to tell once I get back to my mountain.
And this episode is actually brought to you by our friends at Arcane Artifacts. So if you were looking for an amazing custom magic item or items or artifacts to drop and spice up your tabletop RPG, then let me tell you, look no further than our friends at Arcane Artifacts. You can visit their Patreon page at patreon.com/Arcane Artifacts, where you can browse their full shop of clever and exquisite magic items. And you can follow them on Instagram at arcane.artifacts_. I've recently worked with them to create a custom weapon to be featured in our podcast that nobody is able to unlock yet. And let me tell you, it is absolutely amazing if they ever open it up. And I look forward to working with them in the future and more for more items on this podcast.
Let me just stop this battle right now and figure out how to open this
It's
stupid
only
box.
been 24 3/4 or half of an episode.
Only need to resurrect, good old...
But thank you to our friends at Arcane Artifacts for sponsoring us and working with us on creating some cool stuff. We will definitely be using them in the future for their items and things as such to spice up my game. Join us as we now dive into Chapter 25, The Dead Zone. Last we left off, our merry band of intrepid adventurers, Team Sad. Decided... or was able to make it close enough to enter the city, almost losing Nox, if we remember correctly. Because nobody remembered Nox.
Nobody remembers.
As they trudged forth, climbing over a wall, getting into the city, making their way, I believe, towards the council chamber, where they had seen extremely large treant creature and the druid Celestina. Along the way, trying to make their way through these streets, that's when things got interesting as all kinds of the baddies decided to just happen to show up. And we start this episode off with combat, so I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Also forgot that none of our magic is working.
That's correct. For this, thank you for bringing that up. No magic spells other than divine magic will operate.
Darn,
magic
what will
items will function. Every time magic items are used, you will roll a d20 and I'll let you know what happens.
Love that for me.
Goody.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
So
I'm really attached to this bow. Like, we're
Straight up not using that now. Good thing I got a stick.
Bludgeon.
all right, Delayeth, what do you got?
18.
He's looking solid. Next.
I got a 10.
10. That's average.
Very low.
Nice rogue.
Let's go with Rilda next.
24.
Let's go with Ilias.
16.
And let's go with last but certainly not least, Runa.
17.
Hey. Okie dokie. So I think I have the initiative order all lined up. It looks like Rilda, you are going to be the first to go. What are you going to do? Take a good look at our map. I've placed everyone roughly where I envision them. Directly in front of you, what you will see is 2.
Correction, 11.
Over the.
Okay, all right, okay, hang on. Let me retcon the 11.
So pulling the swords out is what I'm hearing.
Would I
Okay.
miss any specific people like that I would know, like, oh, these are extra leadery or bad?
So directly in front of you, you got 2 of the shadow guards. The shadow energy is still emanating from them, so you know that it's not magical. It seems to be feature or inherent or something like that. Behind them, pulling up on 2 large shadow drakes, are 2 more, we'll call them betrayer riders. You will notice that directly past that point, you're going to notice a very large wood and iron prison cart. There is some movement inside the back of the cart. You can see through the iron bars. There is a guard on either side of the cart. There is a driver, and there appears to be an archer. Behind you, what you see is a very large male shadow giant accompanied by 2 betrayer archers. You can see that there is vast amounts of terrain to operate and work with. There doesn't appear to be any sign of commoners or other citizens currently in your current area. And I think that's about all I got to describe. It's a pretty map. There's lots of buildings and trees and mushrooms. I would say that one thing you do notice is that color, as described, is becoming extremely muted, as you can feel the energies are completely non-existent up to this point. There is a couple green crystal formations that are beginning to grow throughout the city. Smaller, not large like the ones that are surrounding the council chamber. They look intent on taking you down.
Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot at the person directly in front of Rilda, which I believe is this person.
Okay.
I am using my +2 longbow.
Okay.
So that'll be 25 to hit on the first shot.
25 will hit.
And that is 11 points of damage. And then when I roll a d20, I got a 19 for the magic weapon roll.
Okay.
It is destroyed now.
Dust.
No, it is just fine. We're gonna label that one. That is a shadow guard. That's gonna be shadow guard number 1, and then to his right would be shadow guard number 2.
Okay. And I'm going to take a shot again at that same one on my second shot, which is going to be 27 to hit.
It will.
And that is another 11 points of damage with a 10 on the magical weapon die.
Okay, good. So everything is going good so far.
And then I will go ahead and just kind of tuck back in there behind that house, and that'll be it.
Okay, dokie. Next up, we have the Betrayer Archers. So I have one archer that is riding on the prison wagon. He is going to stand up, and he is going to look at Runa, and he is going to size her up, and he is going to fire from there as he's also yelling, "Stop the cart!" to his person who has left, the driver of said cart. So that is going to be me rolling dice. Okay, Runa, so the first arrow that is coming your way is going to be a 14.
That does not hit.
The second one is going to be a 20.
That hits.
That is going to be a longbow. And that is going to deal a whopping 7 points of damage from the 2 arrow strikes from that archer.
Yep.
we will go down to where the male shadow giant is, and I'm gonna say the one is gonna. Actually, I think one of them, which is going to be the one closest to Jason, is going to take 2 shots on Ilias. Oh boy. The first one is going to be a 22.
That hits.
The second one is only going to be a 12.
That misses.
Okay. So you are going to take 8 points from the longbow. And that one is going to do 11 points of damage. The third... 11, yes. The third and final archer that is on would be the left side facing, or closest to Katie. That archer there is going to fire at... Nox. Both of those shots are going to miss because none of them are higher than a 12. Okay, so arrows go flying. And they will be missed. So that will conclude the Betrayer Archer's turn. Now it is the Shadows Giant's turn, and it's time to freaking wreck with this thing since you guys murdered all my giants.
Oops.
Okay,
Our bad.
No,
Bad
not at all.
sentence?
It's entertainment purposes. I'm only doing this for the podcast. It's just
No
entertainment.
personal feelings whatsoever.
No
Smash the
personal
2
feelings.
archers in front of him?
No.
That would be lovely.
He can move at 30 feet, so he's going to step over or around his friends. He's going to move as much as he can. I think he can get right to where Ilias is.
As Ilias is like, nope, just 5
I
short.
can't see.
I think the front would be a block behind you. I think the front
Not
basically.
quite engaged.
Okay, he has a 10-foot reach.
Then he's He
Ilias
can,
just, what the
he
fuck?
can get to Ilias, unfortunately.
There's
There's a 1 block gap, but he can overreach.
So
that.
he is going to take his... this particular Shadow Giant has a great sword,
No, thank you.
and he is going to swing down ferociously, and that is going to be... Oh, he only rolled an 8, but that's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so he will deal 28 points of damage on that
Yikers.
strike.
Oh, wait. I can't.
Can you math?
It's too late for that. You said how many points?
28.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, on the first strike. He is now going to...
I would like to use a reaction
Sure.
for this one.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Archer. I'm just kidding.
it's- No, that's not a reaction, unfortunately, but it's whoa. Whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, same throw and ability check, you can use your reaction to roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from the total.
Okay, so we got currently 19.
3.
Miss or hit? Still hits?
That's still it.
Oh, that's great.
So
28 points.
16.
Still stands.
No, it was for the second one.
For the second. Oh, he wasn't going towards you.
Oh, well,
On the second
still
one.
use it.
Oh. The second maneuver, since he moved and he struck with a weapon he had in hand, is he's going to object interact and pull out a whip in his free hand.
Of course.
So the great sword, which is a two-handed weapon, he'll shift over, and he's going to pull out a whip, and he'll take a whip, and he's going to strike the whip towards whoever I picked on. Oh no, I'm picking on Runa. She's been too braggadocious. I murdered and assassinate people. So it's a 15-foot strike. Is that out of range?
That's out of range.
Okay, well he will go ahead and make the attack, and it just cracks like thunder above you guys. Everybody will take 1 point of thunder damage from the crack of the whip.
Somebody's taking
That's
that
right.
whip.
And I'm going to say that's going to conclude his turn currently. So that'll end our Shadow Giant's turn. It is now Delea's turn.
You know, I was just saying how I had never really used second wind in a fight yet.
Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
All right.
I'm sorry, God.
I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll see.
Failure's not an option?
Well, I don't know if the... So I am going to use Home Person on the Shadow Giant.
Is it divine?
It is.
Okay.
Because of my,
Yeah.
amazing deity.
Yeah.
Praise
start
whichever one you
praising
like.
So it's as long as giants are considered humanoids.
Sure
I
are.
don't know if they are. Okay,
Absolutely.
Cool. That was the one thing that I didn't know if it
If
worked.
not, they're going to be for this campaign.
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You can do that.
Come on.
Oh, he is a wisdom. Is a 5.
Okay, so he is paralyzed.
He is frozen. So
Yeah.
as he recoils the whip, He just kind of freezes in place. He gets to make that at the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn.
15 or better, is it?
15 or better.
Okay.
Let's see, do we have one
I'm really about to smack this giant with a piece of wood.
I do 1 point of bonk damage.
Alright. So he is marked as being paralyzed.
Beautiful.
That is a concentration spell as well.
It's a beautiful necklace he's wearing.
Alright.
It matches his outfit.
It does.
Coordinated.
Matches the skin tone.
It's subtle, but like obvious.
Right.
I am going to then pull out my shield and move up towards the giant. And that will end my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to Runa.
Would we like to just kill the giant as quickly as possible?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I was gonna say, or I can hold the line over here, but
No.
I'll also go murder the giant as quickly as possible. Cool. How long do we think this giant's gonna stay paralyzed? Do I feel confident enough stowing my shield?
You've got
I
at
don't know about
least
divine
until its
things.
next turn.
Yeah,
Or until Delayeth gets hit.
correct. Although I have a pretty good constitution saving throw.
Nothing against anyone. I think I'm just gonna keep the shield out for now. And I have my sword, so let's see. I don't have an amazing bow anymore. Because I'm too much of a chicken to destroy my bow.
Are you moving
Live on
to the
the
giant
edge.
then?
Yes, move me towards the giant. And I doubt a 13 hits.
You will have advantage
You have
because
advantage because he's paralyzed.
he's paralyzed.
I doubt a 13 hits.
No, it does not.
We'll try again with the second swing. Ooh, okay. That is a 23 to hit.
That will do.
Okay.
And that is considered a critical.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh, wait.
Hold, please.
Attacks on paralyzed creatures are a critical
is
if it's melee and they're within 5 feet.
I think my critical stuff
why
is
I moved up.
only on my stick.
Let's go.
When you score a critical hit that deals piercing damage, which my sword does do piercing damage,
There you go.
you roll 1 additional.
Nice.
So
You'll hear me encouraging you from behind my house, like, yeah, get him.
go. I'm gonna hide back here, but go. Alright, so that is our 3d6. And I'm gonna re-roll this one. Okay, so 7, 6, and 5. 13, 18 points of damage.
Bless you.
Bless you.
And I think that is my turn.
Okay. Jot my notes down here on that damage. Okay. Next up in the initiative is Ilias.
As much as I would like to move to flank, I don't want to get shot, so. Just move here.
Do you get advantage with them being paralyzed or not?
Yes.
Okay.
You do.
Yep. Yeah, so flanking doesn't really matter.
And I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff. Two-handed.
Woohoo!
18 plus 6, 24.
24 will hit.
Oops.
That is a critical still, too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Thanks. 10 points of damage.
That's pretty good for a bonk.
It was a bonk.
You're very proficient with that monkey stick.
And I'm assuming Wild Shape is not divine, so no Starry Archer for me. Which means that's all I got.
Is it a feature or a trait? Something that you can do?
Well, it's a druidic feature.
I'll let you do that. Because they have their shadowy features and things that they can still emanate shadow and stuff. So you can still do Starry Form Archer since it's part of your
Yes.
being.
Okay.
Glow up, darling.
And Starry Form Archer. Yay! Oh, I got 2 20s!
Nice!
27!
Hits.
$13.
Okay.
And is that critical damage?
Yeah. I rolled 2d8.
I was hoping more dice.
No, sorry. Sorry for
We don't get to.
Just
We don't all get
I don't think
11
I get
d6s
double
per
critical
shot.
We do have the brutal critical effects, though, that we should be rolling as well.
Oh,
I just thought about
Ooh, yeah.
okay.
that. So let's see what you hit once and
My brutal
This is
critical
hit
was a
twice.
20.
Ooh.
kill.
Death,
think it's
right. Double death.
Festering gash or something crazy here.
The double 20. That should be. Yeah, it's
I get,
the
like,
kill.
Double.
Quadruple dice.
We have a new assassin in the,
I need you to
midst.
roll to knock out an eye, and then your double 20 should knock out the other eye as well.
See, I'm hoping if he stays paralyzed for me to attack, he's done so.
Okay, I like it. I like this confidence.
It's all
I am
whether or
not
not-
feeling it.
Well, it also depends on whether or not I actually hit. But yeah, if he stays paralyzed and I actually hit, he might be done though.
I'm great with that.
Yeah, I would love
You know.
that.
Not gonna lie. I took a little gander at this table, and I was like, oh, another giant.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
This is fine. This
Fairy
is
Form is
fine.
also radiant damage if that does anything.
Sure.
No.
You're gonna leave a
I'm
scar
usually-
with a 20. It doesn't have any adverse effect that you're aware of, but it's gonna be there. He has to do some serious healing to remove said scar.
I want it across
His knee.
his knee. I was like, a face? No, that's like up there.
And was there another
Jump.
roll we had?
3.
Take out an eye.
Okay,
Sprained ankle.
here's how we're gonna play this one.
Yeah, so wound of the knee, it has to come from an arrow.
You will
Fine, I cut the
you will
Achilles.
take off a toe, completely severing a toe.
Big toe. Can we have him roll for balance?
Shadow giants help the toe.
When he's unfrozen,
Just falls over.
he will have to. Yes, he's gonna have to do some stuff.
And your second
What is
critical.
the. Huh?
Your second critical.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I
18
wanna
for the
wound
second
this,
one.
Wound this guy as much as possible. Come on.
18 is another scar, minor scar you can place wherever you like, below the knee.
Below the knee.
Just on his foot, I guess.
Hey, I got the tendon. You could.
Gotcha.
His toe's
Well,
gone.
I hit him with a stick and then with an arrow and managed to cut off a toe.
Okay, so now we have
We'll say that I chopped open the boot.
the Betrayer Riders. They are going.
Pangolins?
They are riding Shadow Drakes.
Okay. I don't
Um,
quite see the face. Okay, I see the face now.
The pangolins would be real cute.
how far are they away from?
Knox, you're on your input.
One of them is
Is
one of them
Nox
is going to go towards
surprised?
Nox.
At this point, he looks around. Oh,
45 feet.
my party
Okay,
left
it's going to have to
again.
dash
Surprise, surprise.
to get there.
Yeah, this one's 45 feet from Knox. The other one I think is probably about 55.
All right, well,
Just
go
walk
ahead
up
and
by
take
the
the
house.
55 one, the further one away there, and dash him up. And that's what he's going to do for his turn. Let me get out of my perch back here and see what I can see.
That's why I stole the roof.
Yikes.
See.
Oh. I wondered where that was.
I can see the shadow giant. I can see the one guy standing on the pangolin. Shadow Drake.
I have,
Still
I
enough
have
room, or-
perfect angle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
pretty
roof
much
would be
just
great
like-
to steal. Yep, right there.
I think the only person with better vantage point is probably Eric. Then me, I was like, yep, I can see the whole thing.
Steal the roof.
The only person I
Right.
don't know where they are is you.
Me, right? I'm stupid.
No idea where
I'm stupid.
Riddle went to.
Straight here.
Oh.
She's invisible.
Hmm. Oh, right there. Okay. Well, you don't want to go like one.
And Shadow Drake attempts to like he starts to go straight forward, and then the rider's going to pull hard on the reins to snap him around, so he comes around to stare at you in that little corner nook.
It's little bad breath huffing in your space.
Oh,
I haven't like
God.
brushed his teeth in a while.
Take a tic tac. I'm sorry, a smick smack.
A minty pill.
Great.
And the Drake is going to... the rider's going to direct the Drake to take his 2 actions. The first is going to be a tail attack. You will get +2 cover because you're kind of in that little corner. He's going to slam onto the building, creating gravel and debris just kind of explode from the corner. Get a little dusty in the eyes. And then the next one he's going to take is he's going to make the Shadow Drake kind of lunge, biting you. And that is also going to miss because it rolled not good. So you are going to be very tight in the corner and elusive, and the cover is definitely going to help you.
It's definitely more like I'm standing there staring him in the eye, not even flinching, just trusting in nature to take care of me. Like, I got this.
Okay, so that will do the Betrayer Rider's turn currently. We're going to come to Nox as this beast comes riding up upon you.
Real shit.
Its eyes are glowing purple. It's got smoke vapors kind of wisping off of it, and you can see that this rider is literally the same type of Betrayer that controls the purple worms. They have the whips and the nasty guard.
And everything, yeah.
Is this the first time Nox has to fight on the first round and
Oh.
do shenanigans?
Can't change it to
Don't
the
you have
one
advantage for
now.
fighting on the first round?
Let's see.
No,
No, I'm
only
gonna.
if no one else is like on.
Oh, gotcha.
The person who's fighting hasn't gone first.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of panic stab the rapier.
Shit!
Seen it once, seen it 1,000 times. I told you not to surprise me.
That's a 22 to hit.
It is going to strike
All right.
the rider. I'm assuming you're going after the rider. Or are you going after
No, whatever's in front of me that I can reach. I don't know if I can reach the guy on
Toe.
top.
You can reach his toe.
Yeah, you can... it's like a mounted rider.
We have a bit of a foot fetish this session.
No, we don't. We're tearing them
thanks.
off. We're cutting them to bits.
We're like,
get your feet away from me, I said.
Not that kind of channel!
That's 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage to that.
I love this.
Okay.
Then let's see. Let's see.
hilarious giggles on one half of the table, sigh, resignation on the other half of the table.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie.
It's so weird.
We're going to move
Not
towards
having
the
shenanigans.
Betrayer prison guards. So currently there are 3 prison guards that have short sword and shield that are on the prison wagon.
A prison wagon.
Yeah.
Also couldn't see that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I put that big 3-story building right in front of you
Yes,
on
you
purpose.
did.
Yeah.
Mhm, yep.
Probably steal that roof too, if you want.
This would probably be the roof to steal, actually.
You could, yeah.
There we
And
go.
then you could take off the other roof too.
Why? Why would you do this to me?
I
There we go.
was just trying to make it look pretty.
It did look very
It
good.
does look pretty, but it's also blocking all of
They are going, the driver is going to lock the wheels on the wagon. And the guard that is around the side closest to you, Bryan, go ahead and make him move around to the other side to form up with his other guard. Best you can.
That's 30 feet right
Now I
there.
understand why
Okay,
you have, like,
each one of them are going to hold actions. So that's going to conclude their turn. The driver is going to ready a crossbow and is going to hold his action as well. And we're going to move towards the shadow guards. So
I guess we did.
I'm going to get a lot of exercise this episode, so I'm going to step up from my perch again and navigate these shadow guards.
That's when we just get you one of those little kitty laser toys and you'd be like, move that one there. Move that one
Or like
there.
one of those Wolverine little spell sticks.
No, I want to play with my toys. I worked hard on these toys. I want to play with them too. All right, so what else? God, come on, everybody's going giant.
Yep, you can steal an appropriate fear of the giants.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 feet right behind Delayeth.
Lovely.
Number 1 rule: don't split the party.
We're all on the same street. We're all on the same street.
65, you can take an attack of opportunity
We're
now
not really-
if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
Do you have a weapon in hand?
I do.
Okay.
Not really
I
split.
got my rapier.
We can see each other
No,
die.
that sounds bad. Rapier.
You know Rilda's gonna always run off and hide somewhere and pew pew from the shadows. That's just kind of her thing.
Rilda is so much braver. Runa is like, no, fancy bow, do not want to lose.
I left my heirloom at
That
home
one hit
with
13.
the queen.
13
so
does not hit
if
the
I break somebody
shadow.
else's bow,
As
I'm
you
fine.
go to swing, it's
I
almost
like
as if it
mine.
leaves like a kind of a trailing shadow behind that you cut through, but miss.
Timber elf bow, vicious retribution.
Okay, that is going to end round 1 of combat. That's going to bring us to top of the round, Rilda. It looks a little cramped in your space. Just saying.
Yikes. Well, I'm definitely displeased with somebody sauntering up this way.
Ruined the beautiful wainscoting on the building.
Right, I was enjoying my view, watching as my cohort just diced and slashed. But I will, I guess I'm gonna drop my longbow just where I'm at and take out my short sword and try to get stabby at this rider right in front of me. It is non-magical. It's,
Good.
ooh, that is a 10 to hit.
10 is not going to hit.
Okay, and then I will take the same second attack. Oh my gosh, 10 again.
No. That is going to miss.
Well,
You
I
were acting
will.
all tough.
I know, yeah. I,
Shaking.
I still kind of stabbed really tough and like tried to play it off like, oh yeah, I meant to do that. I'm just teasing. And I will probably stay put. I'm just gonna stay there. And I don't really think I have anything I can do. Nope, that's it.
Okay, we're going to move on to the Betrayer Archers. We're going to start with the one that is in the passenger seat of the prison wagon. As he still has his longbow out, he's going to draw another arrow and he's going to loose it. The first one is going to be, let me double check, a 22 to go right after Delayeth, who is concentrating, I believe.
I am, and that will hit.
It is going to deal 10 points of damage.
What if I wave my hand in the air like I'm performing magic?
Concentration check.
Distraction.
15.
Oh, it's gonna
plus
be good.
5, 10, 20.
Yeah, the second one is going to miss. It's going to go right between the leg of the giant. So that's going to end his
So you don't wanna hit
turn.
his other toe?
I'm good. Let's see, I got 2 archers hidden behind the
Yeah.
giant, correct?
Yep.
I'm gonna give. Who's in front? I have Daleth.
Delayeth, Rilda.
Delayeth,
and
sorry.
Ilias.
Runa.
Or Runa.
Ilias.
Sorry.
All right,
okay, we
I'm
can
gonna
both be
focus on.
archers.
I'm gonna go on Runa and Ilias. You guys are gonna get half cover because the giant is in front of you, but they are gonna try to focus fire on you. Well, they're
Half is plus 2?
yes. So we'll start with Runa because I want to. One of the archers is gonna riddle his shots, and we have a 14 for the first,
Nope.
22 for the second.
22.
Yep. That's going to deal 7 points of damage if the 22 stands.
It does.
And the other archer is going to take his 2 shots towards Ilias.
You said it's plus 2?
You get a +2 to your AC. Yeah. I'm sorry. 24 for the first, and much more for the second. It's almost a crit.
Jesus Christ.
But Ilias-
Wasn't a crit.
Almost.
Right side.
It's going to do 6 points for the first arrow strike, and it's going to do 9 points for the second arrow strike. And I'm going to have those archers move. So let me get down there and play with my toys.
Ilias, you're looking rough, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. On a scale of 1 to 78, I have a 23.
Just random numbers I'm just picking out
Right,
of nowhere.
just-
Off the cuff, if I had to say.
Didn't steal that from another post. But
This
thought it was
archer
funny.
here, which is going to be to the right on Jason and Bryan's side of the table, is going to move to the corner here for cover. And this guy is going to move to the opposite building for cover here. So I have a cover here on the archers. That's going to conclude their turn.
Get your own ideas.
This copying's like flattery or something like that.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh, look at them.
Finest form of flattery. Okay. Shadow Giant obviously cannot do nothing, so he will end his turn, allowing him to...
Not break out, not break out, not break out.
Oh, he breaks out.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's got a 17. So that'll end his turn. He does not look happy, but he has a lingering injury as he now has short a toe.
He's shorty toe. He has less than Achilles tendon. He's
So let's see.
Knee scar.
He is going to lose... He's going to be half his speed.
Can Shadow Drakes fly?
Okay.
They can still probably go up on buildings.
Other things to follow, but right now you know that he's lost half his speed. That'll end his turn. Delayeth.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever your name is.
Yes. Alright, that is very unfortunate. I am going to go ahead and swing at him with my... you know what, actually? I'm going to move around to the back of the Shadow Giant, please, to flank and cut off his Achilles tendon.
You just cut it off. You don't
Just
even
cut
have
it
a
off.
tendon
Right,
anymore.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Surgically remove the tendon.
With advantage.
The Surgeon of Death delayed.
18 plus 9 for 27.
That hits.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and dump a 3rd level spell to use my Divine Smite.
Oh, yes.
I was really hoping to
Send him home.
for the crit though. Alright, so attack with the longsword. So the longsword damage is 9 points.
Okay.
Now the Divine Smite is radiant. And that will be 5d8. So 5, 11, 15, 16, 19 points of radiant damage.
You definitely leave your mark.
Good. And as a yeah, that will end my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Runa.
Okay, well, yeah.
I think you are flanking.
Okay. Stabby, stabby.
Stabbington.
Stabby, stabby,
Ooh,
poke, poke.
nat 20.
Yay!
Nice.
Nice. Alright, let's do the damage on that. So, crit, so 3d6. I'm gonna re-roll that too. That was a 5. 14, 19 points of damage
On the giant, correct?
on the giant,
Yep,
and then
just
his
clarifying.
next lingering injury is 1. I'm glad I rolled that now.
Right? How convenient.
And you're using...
Short sword.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Yes. Haha.
Gotcha.
It's like,
Here's what I'm going to say, because you
Paddedly
can't
wrapped in my
technically
backpack.
do that one. I'm going to say that when you swing, there's going to be a chunk of rock or debris that comes with the swing, maybe something from his arm or something that goes into his eye.
oh,
Maybe like a spark of steel and embeds and burns into his eye.
nice.
And roll me a d6.
I know you're just showing off.
Alright. Oh, a 6.
Okay, it'll be his right eye. He is now blind in his right eye.
Nice.
So perception checks are screwed for him. His ranged attacks are rough. Alright, so he's missing a toe, missing an eye.
Like it. Second attack. Well.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Definitely not, actually. Let's just put it that way.
What'd you get?
5 plus 9. 14.
No, that'll miss.
So, that is my turn.
Ilias, it is your turn.
I'm gonna bonk him with a stick again.
It was very effective the first time.
Maybe. I can't. 13, so that's a no.
No.
And the other one, sorry for Archer. Dirty 20.
Yes, that'll hit.
Yeah, sure. 6 points of radiant damage.
Okie dokie.
That's all I got. Oh, at this point, I'm gonna pull out my shield.
Shield is out.
No.
Next up is the riders. We're gonna start right with
Quip.
Rildo, as that rider is pulling and jesting on the reins to control his Shadow Drake, and is going to attempt another tail strike.
Is this +2 still or no?
Yeah, you haven't moved, so you still have the benefit of that. Oh, the first tail strike is not going to hit. I'm going to say with the modifier, it's only a 10.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, that is going to leave you open, as a nat 20 is the bite attack.
I skip it on his tail, but then I trip and fall into his jaw.
And no. That is cocked. That is going to deal 9 points of piercing damage as you feel the teeth beginning to sink into your right arm.
Ah, I'm an archer.
And that is going to be that. And he's a mounted rider. I'm pretty sure he can still technically take his turn. That was kind of like him doing that. So he's going to strike on you, like down upon you. He has the high ground.
The bonk.
This is going to be with a short sword. Yes.
More than a bonk.
And he's going to make 2 strikes with his short sword.
So,
The first strike is going to be a 16.
No.
And the second strike is going to be less than that. It's only like a 9. So he is going to miss as the creature kind of like
tugged out of the way.
Right.
Thanks, Drake.
Yeah. That will end that Shadow Rider's turn. There is another Shadow Rider, I believe, is where Nox is. Yeah, that rider is going to joust the reins of that Shadow Drake, and it is going to make its tail attack as well as its bite attack. The tail attack is only going to... Man, these dice suck balls.
Yeah.
It is going to be 14.
Survive round
Actually,
one.
I'm sorry, it's 13. My apologies. The bite attack is whopping 7, so it's going to miss. But he too is going to pull out his short sword and attempt to attack you as well. And the first one is definitely going to miss. The second one is going to be plus 7, 21.
That will hit.
And that's going to deal... Oh, yeah, okay. The initial damage, piercing, is going to deal 8 points of piercing damage. And then you feel this sickling, kind of itchy burn as the poison for the blade is going to deal its damage.
Yeah, same.
And that is going to be 13 points of poison damage. That takes care of our riders as they have
So I'm
achieved.
gonna uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Do I uncanny dodge just the physical attack or the poison attack?
I think it's just the attack, right? I think the poison is what settles in, so I think you can half.
The physical damage.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would say that's probably.
Rules lawyer.
So what? Sorry.
Present.
He was asking about uncanny dodge. He was asking whether
That should
to
just be the
the physical portion of the damage, correct? Or is it
I
the
believe
total?
It's the total.
There you go.
For that attack.
There you go. I can look it up real quick, or we can just do the. Let's just do the whole total and go from there. And it will be Nox's turn.
round up or round down.
Down. Down.
Alright. Well, I'm going to swing at the rider again with the rapier.
Okay.
403.
Mm-hmm.
503.
Oh,
503.
I got 403.
Pulling my shield broke B&B Beyond.
I just got
For
a 14.
everyone in the entire
14
world.
is not going to cut it.
All right.
It's going to miss.
Bonus action, I'll pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, we're going to move to the Betrayer prison guards. The driver is going to line up his crossbow. He's going to hold action, and I believe the other two guys that are standing on the side are going to just keep their short sword and shield at the ready and hold actions to protect what they have, their cargo. The shadow guards are next. One of them is going to move. Can he move in there? The one down there by Rilda, Bryan. Is there one in there?
No, you moved them both down to
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. They're both. One is engaged with Runa, and one was engaged with me, but I moved.
All right. Well, they're gonna both collaborate on Runa since you moved. So they have their swords out. Their swords are actually emanating shadow as they draw them, and they are going to multi-attack. The first one is going to start with. Okay, we got 14 on the first strike.
Does not hit.
The next one is a 23.
That hits.
And he will make a third one. That is a 14, so that'll miss. So he only deals one of the 3 strikes. This is gonna suck bad.
For me or for you?
No. It does a lot of damage.
Oh.
This burns extremely bad as it's going to deal 7d6 worth of damage.
Good luck.
Charred kitty cat. No, not now. It's taken me 95 years to find you.
I had a good night.
27 points of necrotic damage from this blade.
Okay, I'm going to use a reaction. I'm going to do
Ooh.
Channel Divinity, Rebuke the Violent.
Okay.
So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC is 15.
No, he does not do that.
He will take that damage back as well in Radiant. You still do take the damage.
So it's 27 to him as well. Okay.
27 in Radiant damage. That has any effect. Hopefully it does.
Hopefully, a lot.
I believe last time we were fighting these shadow guys.
The Radiant.
And this is going to be the one that
What's the good
is...
stuff?
The one that started the attack is the one that was already adjacent to Runa, just so I keep my math together here.
Delia really believes in love.
Okay.
How hard was the friends we made along the way?
It's the climb.
I should not have marked it off.
I should have screenshot my player page.
Right?
Okay. Now we are going to do the second
No, I was reading up on the uncanny dodge.
barrage of attacks.
It doesn't look like there's an official.
The
thing.
app is working. The website is not.
I couldn't get the app to run either.
Mine goes in and out. You just have to.
Just want to
Okie
screenshot.
dokie. So, this is going to play out as he makes 3 strikes with a similar wicked-looking shadow blade. His first is going to be a 26. His second is going to be 28. His third and final strike is only going to be a 12. So 2, I'm assuming, out of the 3 will hit. So that's 9, that's 10, 19, 21 for the first damage. Second damage is 17 plus
Are you down?
20. 20 points of damage on the second strike.
41.
Yeah. Now I'm going to roll for each strike. Blade is good. Blade is good because the magical weapon effects apply to them too. So, I want to try to keep it fair.
On an arbitrary scale of 1 to 94, 7.
Okay, that's going to end the Shadow Guard's
Such a random
turn.
pick of numbers.
They feel extremely confident.
Right.
Let's see, how do I have them positioned down there?
They're both next to Runa.
Yes.
Can I don't have no room in there. It's all cluster. I was
It
going
is
to say,
all cluster.
can I get them... to get advantage there? Flanking? Can I get them flanking position or no? Is it too tight?
The first
one can flank.
Well, I just want a position for the next...
Yeah, I mean, technically, as of now, yes.
Okay.
One of them is flanking.
Okay,
The other
then they're going to position each other for the next setup or the next round to flank. And that'll end round 2. I need one of you to roll me a d4, please.
1.
Okay. Entering into this round will be a ally. I'm going to update their initiative.
Oh, the bestie. The Bethy.
I know I sent her out to help the children. Like, we want to help the children, but then I also don't want to die.
We're in the process of dying.
Rilda, you are up. I'm going to say, coming from behind the Shadow Giant, you're going to see something. A medium-sized figure kind of coming in your direction. You're not sure, you don't have a good look or whatever. Just, you're kind of looking in that general direction. It is your turn.
I am very upset witnessing what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy keeps making me skip his tail, so I'm going to take my short sword and try and get his tail.
Okay, so you're going after the Shadow Drake.
Yes.
Okay,
Gotta get
excellent.
those monster parts.
That is a 22.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
Okay. That is 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
And that's just standard short sword. And I will swing again at the tail again.
Okay.
That is 24.
Definitely hits.
And that is 10 points of damage. Slashing or piercing.
So 17 total on the both strikes. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And I'm just going to stay where I'm at. I really... Watching everybody else get slammed down has deterred me from wanting to incur an opportunity attack.
Okie dokie. We're going to go to the Betrayer Archers, which are our second in the initiative round. The archer on the prison wagon is going to take his longbow and is going to pull back and is going to focus his fire on...
Where'd everybody run to?
We got Delayeth.
Delayeth is behind the giant. Ilias, Runa, Nox, Rilda.
He does not have a good line on him.
He does not have a good line.
Yeah.
You have too many toys in this fight.
You kind of surrounded us all, so.
He's gonna hold his action. So he pulls back, holds his action on that one. And the two that are behind the building, they're gonna pop out. Wait a minute. Delayeth, you're behind there,
Yeah.
right? They're just gonna fire on you. They can
Yeah,
probably see you.
I figured that'd be the case.
This might be at disadvantage because they're very close.
How close?
Like,
Is there a space in between? There's a
yeah, I guess so. He's
there-
kind of in the
Yeah.
middle of crosshairs, but I guess he could be in this one, so.
As long as
There
there's
is
5
5.
feet in between, we're good to go.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay, so we'll
I
start
tried.
with the
I'm
one. We'll start with the one down here with a green roof.
All
And
right.
take his 2 arrow shots. No, they both miss. Single digit rolled. The other archer on the right is or nope. Both of them are going to miss. They're single digits as well. So arrows volley
That's
out
too strong.
and completely miss As they all look at their bow like, what the fuck? The Shadow Giant, on the other hand, is free, but he's got some stuff. Anything ranged, he's at disadvantage because he's missing an eye. He can't really move really fast because he's missing a toe. You're going to see him plunge the blade in to still himself and stable himself from falling. So now that weapon is kind of out. So he will make a whip attack. No. The whip he just lets fall down. He's basically just going to attempt to reach down and grab the closest person in front, which I think is going to be Ilias. So he's going to just try to do a grapple check.
I think he's blind and he's got a betrayer in front
Well,
of him.
he
He's
gets-
not really sure who.
He's going to
But,
be...
you know,
Right eye.
Yeah.
So he
Red
should
eye
be
says
able to see the
grab
left.
Depth
Ilias on the
perception.
left.
Yeah. So that's the thing. He can't fully see Runa because of his right eye. So Ilias.
We're gonna go at disadvantage because he only has one eye. We'll keep
Depth
it kind of
perception's
clean.
off. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Whiff.
So it's going to be opposed athletics check as he's going to reach down to try to basically grapple you and pull you
can
up.
Also use acrobatics.
Yes, you can use acrobatics to escape out of it.
Okay. I haven't used the app version in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like, oh,
So
gosh,
bad.
Where are my things?
It's
No,
not
I'm
good.
gonna do athletics because it's higher. Also, I'd like to use woe on him.
Okay.
So that's a -5 for him.
Okay.
I love
I
you.
got a 10.
I love you. I love you.
Well, I had 22 -5. I think it beats a 10 though.
Yup.
Yeah, you feel his big, muscular, meaty sausage fingers just grab a hold of you right at the waist, just like, you know, stereotypical giant picking up somebody like King Kong or whatever. It's a very firm grasp. It's going to do 1 point of physical damage to you. That is going to go ahead and end his turn as he's beginning to lift you up to eye, not eyes, but eye level.
Cool. Can I
Cyclops
Now
has
it's like-
entered
swap with the
chat.
other eye?
Maybe.
Boop.
And Delith.
All right. So still flanking. I'm going to stab. And that is a nat 20.
And it's
29
for sure.
to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use second level spell slot to do a second channel divinity, so that will double as well. So I need 10d8 total. But I'm
You
gonna
want to
do.
fire some?
Sure.
If B and
Here's
B,
my
if B and B Beyond was working.
Pass them down.
7, 6, 13. So 13 points
4.
plus. Sorry, give me a second. Oi. 6. Okay, I'm good.
So 13 initial.
Well, 13 plus. I'm trying to find where the heal. Plus 5, so 18 points of slashing damage.
Yep, that's good.
And now for the radiant. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh God.
You roll the tiny ones.
Yes, I did.
All right. So 5.
We'll
10,
force them to roll the check.
That's Send Your Dice, care of Creating Grin.
26, 7, 28 points of radiant damage.
So additional 28 on top. Okay.
Yes.
That was
20
awesome.
slashing and 28 radiant.
All right, he is.
Oh, and you gotta roll your.
Brutal
Previous
critical.
one.
Okay, who's little?
That's
Who's
mine.
mini?
Mine's the
He's looking pretty
I think I'm
rough.
green and
weird colored ones.
All right, and then
He's now in the double digits.
Huh?
He's in the double digits.
He's in the double digits.
From the
Oh,
triple digits.
Okay, cool.
Oh, from the
and
Thank
now
goodness.
because you know, I remember
made it.
paladins get an extra attack. I'm going to attack again.
I would, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's very nice. Thank you.
I'm used to clerics, not paladins. That'll be an 18 to hit.
18 is just gonna hit. Yeah.
Decent.
So I'll go ahead and sack another second level spell. So I need to mark those off. And do some more radiant damage against him. I'm out of second level spells. Alright. So he will take 10 points of piercing damage.
Excellent.
And then 6, 13, 14, 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Still in single digits, but they're getting lower.
You mean double digits?
Yes.
Single
Yeah,
digits.
yeah.
Single
That's what I heard. I heard single
Now
digits.
Is he now
We
single
wouldn't
No,
want to
no, no,
confuse
no.
our listeners.
No, he's in the
Say
double
what you mean
digits.
the first time.
And then I.
Yep.
You know,
Just like
healing
that.
there.
I don't have actually any bonus healing,
Darn.
unfortunately, but
Sorry, Rita.
I do have.
It's alright, guys. I got a potion of superior healing
Yeah, I feel like
that I'm gonna
quick.
right back there.
I will go ahead and cast as a bonus action. I will cast Sanctuary on Runa. So as long as Runa does not attack a creature,
Hey.
any creature that attacks will have to make a Wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they have to choose a new target or lose their attacks.
Nice.
Okay. Runa, it's your turn.
Well, I am going to go into my potion pouch and pull out this nice, beautiful potion of superior healing, which is 8d4 plus 8. So, see what I get back.
8 points.
1? Oh gosh.
Sorry, 16.
Hold on. I just want everyone to know that of these, I rolled 3 ones and, 3 2s and 2 1s.
I like it.
So, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus 8, 16. Plus 3, 19. Plus 8.
27.
Thanks.
Get you.
That's still a decent amount.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So, I'll do 27 points of healing. And then...
Just remember, if you attack, you lose Sanctuary.
No. We're gonna second win. So I'm going to use a bonus action to do 1d10 plus 9 more healing. So here are my d10s. Oh. Oops. Okay. So that's 9 plus 9, so 18 more points. And plus 5 additional temporary hit points. On that arbitrary number scale, 52 is
I mean, that's
Pretty good.
Yeah.
pretty good for... and then I would like to use a free action to taunt them a little bit to make sure that I take the hits for Sanctuary. So, just a little bottoms up and be like, come and get me, you flea-bitten swine.
I like this.
Okay.
Which will probably cost me, but I also don't want Ilias to die either.
We're
so.
gonna move on to Ilias.
Well, I'm currently being held.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot.
So,
He's got you up, lifting you
The web
about
page
waist
is working
level.
again.
His
Oh,
eyes
oh, that dagger's
oozing blood and other kind of liquid secreting from his eye, which you can see in the center pupils, this big chunk of steel that's been
It would
burned
probably
in.
hurt if you, stabbed a wooden pole into the eye.
Giant
I mean, I can
splitter.
try.
You should totally spit in it and make it infected.
I was just imagining bonking the knuckles that's holding you. I mean, I don't know.
I'll do my best to smack him with my quarterstaff. Is it disadvantaged from being held?
arms
I don't.
free,
I
the
don't think it is. I think it's
correction.
0 movement.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm not trying to move. So.
Yeah, I know.
So correction, I don't have the 5 temporary. That's fighting spirit, and I use that more often. So that's just not.
18.
That hits.
Oh, wait, wrong one. Only 86 this time. 3. 3
Well,
points.
I was. It was. Oh no, he still has you. It hurts him for 3 points.
Don't worry, I'm gonna fucking shoot him. Second.
The web page is working again.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
I have a quick question while we're rolling. So my potion of superior healing that I added on D&D Beyond, says that it has a charge. Like it's a. Those aren't ones that.
No,
recharge.
that was probably a custom homebrew
Okay.
something that got placed on there. They're one and dones.
That's what I figured, but I haven't played with those nice big potions of healing, so I was like, maybe they do fun extra things. I don't know.
The extra was an 11, so...
Yeah, no, that's...
That's nice.
Yeah, that misses. Okay. Anything else?
No, I guess I'm just gonna hang out for a second.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally.
Dangle.
We're going to go to the Betrayer, the Riders, as this one is going to just continue to try to get its snack on. The Rider is going to
Munch, munch, munch. Ooh,
issue the
growl
Drake
arm.
to attack Rilda.
Tastes like dust.
The tail is going to come flying around, the one that you kept attacking. It's got a 17 to hit.
Beats it, beats it.
Okay, and it is going to actually get to do some damage. Not much, 4 points.
My skip it skills are.
Improving.
And then it is going to lunge. Well, it still kind of had a hold of your arm too, so it releases your arm. You kind of do your attacks. Its tail smashes you, and then it tries to go after that arm again. It has a 18,
Yes. Hits.
and it is going to 5 points of damage, piercing, biting near that same wound that it dug in last time. And then while he has you held, the rider is going to kind of come off his saddle a little bit and try to swipe its short sword down on you. The first strike is going to be 23.
Yes.
The second strike is going to be 13.
No.
The first one is going to hit with his short sword, and it is going to do a d6 worth of piercing damage first. And it's going to do a total of 7 points, but it is loaded with poison. And that poison is what kind of irritates your skin and burns, as it is going to do 11 additional poison points of damage to the Rilda. How's Rilda looking?
Rilda's fine.
Okay, that's good. That's good. The other Betrayer Rider is going
Tis but
to
a
continue on Nox, as he's going to issue his orders, and that Shadow Drake is going to do its tail swipe, as well as Nox. 22 for the tail swipe,
Okay.
and the bite is going to be 24,
Okay, those will both hit.
and then it's going to do 8 points of bludgeoning from the tail, and then it does 10 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Alright.
And-
Uncanny dodge any of those?
You can if you'd like to.
Okay.
Your choice.
How does that work?
You choose which one you want. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, we're going to do the second one.
The 10-point one.
Yeah.
You do that, and then he's going to do the same thing as he kind of comes out of his saddle a little bit and strikes down, making 2 short sword attacks on you. The one is only going to be a 16 to hit,
No.
and the other one is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yes.
So he will deal a d6 from the short sword. That's 7, and then poison damage. And that's going to be 9 points of poison damage. That will conclude our rider's turn, as they are pretty happy where they are in their situation. But that brings up Nox, after dealing a barrage of teeth, tail, and swords.
Do I need to do anything? Am I poisoned as a condition?
No,
or is
it's
it
just a
a
straight poison
Okay,
damage. Yeah,
alright.
it's not a
So
condition.
I don't have disadvantage on attack rolls. Right?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna or stab the rapier into the rider. No, I'm not. That's a 14 to hit. So shit. I think you can only use the crossbow if you hit physically as a bonus action.
The hand crossbow.
Yeah.
I think you had a hit with it.
Yeah.
You have to successfully use it as a bonus action.
Is there anything else you would like to do, sir?
Check his.
No,
Oh, maybe not.
I can't
Just
do
if you
anything.
take the attack action.
No, that's all I got.
Okay. So we move to the Betrayer prison guards who are on the prison wagon, and we still have the driver who's going to maintain, like he's going to level his crossbow and just hold his action. The 2 guards with sword and shield are going to continue to do their job as they're guarding prisoners and doing that. The shadow guards, my shadow guards, they're going to finally get to do something. Go ahead. Yes.
When you use the attack action and attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow.
Then
So
let's
it doesn't say
retcon.
anything
Let's go ahead.
about
Let's
that.
do it.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you had to hit, but
There was many times using daggers would miss with the first and hit with the second. So
Yeah, I oftentimes dual wield daggers.
at the rider. 17.
That will miss the rider actually
Alright.
by like 1.
Nice.
As he kind of like moves off to the left or right wherever the bolt was going. It's like, ugh, looks very angry at you. Okay. So the guards are continuing to do their thing. Now we have mystery guest, mystery ally number 1. As those of you who are on the backside or near the shadow giant, I'd say everybody can kind of see coming into the screen from that pathway is going to be a tiefling, female, charging in.
Interesting.
You would pass this gently down and let Katie place Ari Arcalis from season 1 wherever she would like to place her.
Am I?
No, you are not playing this one.
No,
No.
like how far back?
You can put her right on the screen.
Oh, okay.
How far away are the 2 archers? Within 30 feet or more?
Yes. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25.
Okay.
And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 40 on the farther away.
Okay, she is going to have her short bow out as she is running up and seeing this commotion, is going to launch.
Sorry, guys, she's gonna miss.
She does.
Ilias
She
has a
does.
knowing in
She
his
missed
bows.
by 1, so an arrow comes flying in and sticks into the building. Even with a short bow +1, and that's going to be a roll.
Might give Delayeth a advantage. Or who's back there? Delayeth, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the weapon is still good. Now the shadow guards, which I completely like. I need to focus on them because I was worried about the prison guards. Shadow guards, I still have them. They're flanking still on. This is, I healed 52 points.
What?
They're going to attack.
see, move it
They're
along.
going to
Alright.
attack
Thought I had conveniently been forgotten.
with advantage.
Alright, so only one of them has advantage.
Okay, well I'm doing the one with advantage.
And they have to make a wisdom saving throw. As a sanctuary.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you. And it was 15?
15.
You know that whole plan to like start praying to a god because
No, they fail.
They cannot attack.
They have to choose a new target.
They have to choose a new target within range.
I'm being held in the air.
You are. And he will forfeit his turn because he's looking around like, I got nothing to hit.
They can hit each other.
Yeah?
yeah, that's a
No.
uh-huh.
And then the other one is influenced by that as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to just make sure, get that out of the way. He has a 16 on the die, so he is not affected. And this is every time until either your concentration is broken or the duration is
So
up.
I don't think it's concentration, actually.
Okay. It's just until it's...
Yeah, it is not concentration. It's just 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Or until
We're gonna attack.
Runa attacks.
Okay. So he's gonna make his 2 strikes. He's able to do so. They both have the same result, and it is going to be 27 on both strikes. So I'm on a roll also for each strike to see if the blade maintains.
Okay. I am going to use my reaction. Unfortunately, I can't rebuke the violent, but I can. Well, actually, no, you're too far away. You're not within 10 feet of me. Never mind.
Thanks for trying.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Oh, I was sure.
Because of how big this stupid giant is.
Okay, so I'm going to start dealing the first strike's damage.
And that's a lot.
Meat shield.
8.
I got this, guys.
18 points for the first one. Second one, oh, that's all 4 ones.
Damn.
19. 14 points for the second one. And the weapon maintains or survives. I rolled both on both of those attacks. And I'll make a third attack. It's got to be below you, so. And does an 18 hit?
No.
Okay, so that'll miss. So the third strike misses. That will end the Shadow Guard's turn. And then technically kind of retconning that is when Ari would have missed with a beautiful arrow shot. And with that missed shot, I think this is a good point to end this chapter of our tale. So stay tuned for further episodes. See what happens in the ongoing combat that is to come.
Look, Ari can't use her bow. We know this.
So, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, click like, do all the things. Check us out on social medias. We got new episodes that come out every Friday on YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube, don't worry about it. We are on most of the most popular formats like Apple and all the other things. So, with that, bye-bye.
Check out season 1 to see how much Ari can't use her bow.